to that story we promised earlier about justice long delayed. As a political firestorm rages over the president's use of the word lynching, we look at a real lynching, unsolved after 73 years. Well, today, an appeals court heard arguments on whether grand jury records in the case should be unsealed. Here's Mark Strassmann.
Infamy lingers 50 miles east of Atlanta, where this lonely country road leads to the Moores Ford Bridge. Civil rights activist Tyrone Brooks showed us where the 4 lynching victims are buried. George Dorsey, a World War II veteran, and his wife May, and Roger and Dorothy Malcolm.
Sharecroppers, very active in terms of civic participation, urging African Americans to vote in the all-white primary of 1946. The Ku Klux Klan and law enforcement agencies decided we're going to teach these black folks a lesson.
Loy Harrison was a local farmer and Klansman. In July 1946, he drove both couples toward his farm, across the bridge.
The Klan had blocked the road, so they saw these Klansmen. These Klansmen were unmasked. They were showing their faces. They weren't hiding. They opened the doors, they drugged the women out, and one of the women said, "Oh, we know Mr. So-and-so. Oh, we got to kill all of them now."
From where the car was stopped, the couples were dragged outside, beaten, dragged into the woods, and tied together by a tree. Then the ambush became a massacre. The mob opened fire, 60 shots, point blank, and no one has ever been held accountable. Georgia's governor at the time said 15 to 20 of the mob members are known by name, but a grand jury indicted no one.
They sealed the grand jury files.
Why is that?
They were elected officials, they were law enforcement, they were developers, they were major farmers, and everybody knew their names.
Critics believe those names are hiding inside sealed grand jury transcripts. The Department of Justice opposes opening them, arguing grand jury proceedings should remain secret.
Tell me what you're trying to hide.
Attorney Joe Bell is fighting to open the records.
What is in those records that would complete the story of this assassination of 4 African Americans on that day?
Here's why it matters to Brooks.
I want them exposed. I want the truth to be known.
Without the truth, there's no healing.
It's very difficult. There's always room for forgiveness. There's room for reconciliation and healing. Help us get there.
73 years later, the only justice possible may be the truth. Mark Strassmann, CBS News, Walton County, Georgia.